Hey everyone, how's it going, eh? Gamer Dad here. This week we're going to be going over some things in Destiny. We're going to be going over how they're changing their monetization this coming up year. And we're going to be going over some Elite Dangerous stuff and how they're coming out with their number 8 update. And that's supposed to give us some good things, I hope. And we're going to go over a little bit of Star Citizen for the new gameplay mechanics that they're implementing into there. And it's some medical stuff and it's some pretty funny things. So, we're going to go over those three things and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on them. And let's get into it. Alrighty then. So, first thing on the list is the monetization of dungeons in Destiny 2 in the coming year for the new Witch Queen expansion. Now, I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and I thought about this before this dungeon even came out, or the monetization of the dungeons came out. Is I thought Destiny had a really good monetization model already. They don't give any advantages to people with their monetization. It's all cosmetics in their Eververse store. It is a pretty heavily invested in store by them. They do give a lot of stuff they sell, but it's also a good way for them to make money. They got to make money, so that's a way to do it. They also put out every season a raid, or every year. Usually they put out a new raid, and that is going to be included in the season's passes. So I think that's still good. I think they have a really good monetization. They make it so you can get almost everything by playing the game. They just put in a transmog system this last year that you can basically not have to pay anything for, and you can transmog your stuff. You just got to put in some time. So I think Bungie is doing a really good job with this, and the fact that they are now going to monetize the dungeons part, like the dungeons is basically like almost a raid for three people. So a lot of time and a lot of development goes into something like that, and I think they deserve to get paid. And they're not even asking for that much, really. It's like another $10 for the to get the dungeon with the pack, and they want you to buy the deluxe pack is what they want, which is a pretty expensive pack for the season. It's $100. But I mean, still, the amount of monetization that some of these games are putting out now, the fact that you can buy an entire year of content from Bungie for that price, and then on top of that, they give basically the pinnacle of raids for 6-person raids and teamwork. They give great armor sets almost every year, all year long. They are bringing out new armor sets. True, some of them are reskinned, but even so, they're still making them unique and they still bring them out. They still update the content. And on top of that, they do regular balance patches on their game, like all the time. That's something I can say that some games out there don't even try. Like, I play some other games out there that I won't mention, that's a mobile game, that they do a balance patch like every 6 months if you're lucky. Destiny will do a balance patch, like usually they're balancing almost every month now. At least they do some sort of balance patches, or the TWAB changes stuff every week. So they're really on top of their game, I think, and I think that's good. So I think if they want to monetize a little bit more, that's fine. I think they're not going overboard on it. They still haven't made it pay to win in any way, shape, or form. I think it's fine. I think it's you spend a whole lot more on a mobile game in a day than you would ever spend for an entire year of content for Destiny and for this extra Destiny content. So, next thing on the list is Elite Dangerous. They're coming out with patch number 8, and I hope that that is going to be a good thing. I am going to give it another chance after this. I've kind of almost given up on it, but I don't want to, and I'm going to try it again. When this new patch comes out for patch 8, they're supposed to put engineers in Colonia for the ground stuff, so we could actually get my suit engineered because I am in Colonia right now with my fleet carrier and everything. So I would like to see that part of the game, and I'm going to give it a chance. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know how that's going to work out. I guess we'll see. But they are trying, and it looks like they are trying to communicate a lot more with their community. So I have to give them credit for that. They are a lot more open with what they're working on. They still haven't told us a lot about what they're working on, but they're giving us details on some of it, which is way more than what they were doing before. And I mean, I have thousands of hours into this game, and I don't want to give it up because it's thousands of hours into this game, and it's a really good game if they can get it back on track here. It's just they really need to focus on making it fun for us. So I think I'll just put in one little thing. I think they need to take out some of the grind. Just like everybody else, I mean, everybody that plays this game says it can have less grind, and we would be great with that. You could cut it in half, and it would still be a ton of grind and time you'd have to put to the game to get everything in the game. So, yeah, Frontier, just give it a little break on the grind. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is Star Citizen, and this is just going to be real quick on how they implemented medical gameplay and how now everybody's just going around drugging people at the space stations, exactly like I was talking about in my other video there that said we got to have safe zones that people can't mess with people. But this is a perfect example of that. People are getting drugged and dragged out to their ships. So pretty funny.